Hello, everybody. What's up, y'all? This is my live stream. Boom, 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 boom. This is my live stream. Boom, 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 boom. Mr. Pedophile President Donald J. Trump, sir, reporting for duty. Yo, Donald Trump. Oh, the title of this live stream is called "I Love Donald Trump's PPP." So, PPP stands for Pedophile President Politics, sir. So, Donald Trump, he's on that pedo shit with the pedo policies for the billionaires. I would start spelling uh, billionaires with a P. Billionaires. Yo, that motherfucker's weird, yo. So, I noticed some things today. Uh, Jank, he uh, he said that Donald Trump is an informant for the FBI and Trump is a snitch and Trump is a deep state actor now. So I don't agree with that shit because he said that a person that snitches or is an informant uh, is like a deep state situation. So wait a minute. There's a movie called Into Deep, and that's when you go like deep inside of I guess a gang, and you gotta go through all these like steps and phases to get to the boss or whatever. So that's part of it. But Trump, he's already like uh, the boss. So I don't know how. And Trump is out in the open, like so. I don't know how deep Trump could get if he's already at the fucking top, yo. He's like a number one pedophile. So he's using. Oh, there's a GOP deep state. So if you got like that version of a deep state, but I won't say that a snitch is like a deep state. Oh, they got to be in it. Okay, all right. So, and then the other thing Jenk said is that why are you an informant? Like, doesn't that mean you was in the shit? So it's like you fucking know about it. Trump is a dumbass, man. I told his ass to tell the whole world he was an undercover cop his whole life. The motherfucker's dumb, yo. God damn it. This shit would have never happened, yo. What kind of shit is this? So Trump, yeah, he's fucking stupid. So, let me see. I had some. Oh shit! Let me get back to my rescue operations. So my rescue operations, uh, I got to do something. Oh, every single city that's on the coastal areas, we have to count up their police force and duplicate it by the exact amount for the FEMA cities because we're going to split the mayors. So there's going to be a evacuation mayor and a receiving mayor. So New Jersey, Atlantic City is going to have two mayors now. So the problem is these dumb fuck conservatives with college degrees that says that they could be a lawyer or a judge. So here's the thing. Judge Mathis, right? I believe that's his name. He was like a thug or some shit like that back in the day, or so, one of them judges. I don't know. Don't quote me on this shit, but one of them judges. I'm gonna redact the name. One of them judges went to jail, and then when he got out of jail, he became a lawyer and a judge, and boom, he had a fucking job, and he's not a criminal no more, right? But the weird shit is that all these judges that's conservatives hijack the fucking government, right? To force some bullshit gospel garbage horseshit down our throats saying that Jesus is going to punish us and all kinds of horse shit, right? So while they're doing that, they're obstructing us from coastal evacuations, the operation that we was working with when Obama was in office. So it's climate change. So they obstructing us, right? So now when we evacuate these coastal city people, uh, there's going to be people that die. So when these people die, right, like dialysis patients, cancer patients, hospital patients, nursing home patients, when all these motherfuckers die, these judges got to go to jail, right? But it's a lifetime sentence. So technically, when they finish their lifetime in jail, but it's multiple. So that means these judges, conservatives, they're gonna get death penalties. It's like they can't use the fucking law degree to be a judge, and we're gonna have a massive shortage with judges and lawyers when we evacuate people from the coastlines to the FEMA cities. So we got a massive problem right there, and we got to figure it out. We got to like do an aggressive um, education process for judges. Like we got to like push these paralegals through law school and get new recruits for paralegal school, and they all got to be Democrats, because when you sit on that bench and you got to prosecute somebody for murder, it's kind of fucking weird. You know what I'm saying? After you murdered people. So, uh, yeah. So they murdered 1 year olds, 2 year olds, 3 year olds, 4 year olds, 5 year olds, 6 year olds, 7 year olds, 8 year olds, 9 year olds, 10 year olds, 11 year olds, 12 year olds, 13 year olds, 14 year olds, 15 year olds, 16 year olds, 17 year olds, 18 year olds, and they can have sex with the 14 year olds because they fuck little kids. So that's the GOP in a nutshell, a real ass nutshell, because they're a bunch of nuts belong in a fucking psych ward, and they all schizophrenic dumbasses waiting on Jesus, and Jesus ain't even coming. He ain't showing the fuck up. So I seen through the bullshit. I never voted for Trump. I knew they was all liars. They the devil. They're a bunch of white-faced, white-skinned devils that's like brainwashing the little bit of black people that they got in their little cult. So, and it's sad, but we're gonna help the black people wake the fuck up and see what they did. And yeah, woke is not dead, everybody. Just remember that shit. Woke is not dead. Say it with me. Woke is not dead. Woke is not dead. Good job. There you go. Keep up the good work. So what else I got for this shit? So now we have to uh, count all the people that's in Florida, and we're going to guesstimate. All right, so let's say if it's 20 million people in Florida, that whole state got to get evacuated because that's like the lowest level state in America. Like the whole thing is going to get flooded. So if there's 20 million people, we divide it by what? 4? That's like considered one household. So 20 million divided by 4 is 5 million. We need 5 million rescue cabins ASAP, right? So these people are going to end up in like these tornado-prone FEMA zones. So we're going to need like 5 million bunkers for like tornado safety. So we got to get FEMA operations with the construction crews, and we got to start building this right now. So it's not a army situation, because it will be faster if we just do a employment situation and do a mass hire, and we don't need the army to build this shit up or participate in a rescue operation. So these are going to keep them safe. And then another thing is we got to do some kind of like redirection of winter supplies, because a lot of these Florida people, they so used to that hot weather down there, and they're moving up north, and it's going to be cold as shit. So we need emergency orders for 20 million people for Florida for winter clothes, and they got to stay warm 7 days a week. So we're going to be running that operation. And let me see. I think that's all I got. That's all I worked on today. Oh, I guess I failed at my mission. I was supposed to be a Trump supporter for a day and not say anything bad about him. Oops, my bad. Uh, Let me see what else. Huh. Yep, that's it. Oi, I think you're from Canada. Somebody said, Flor de Maria says, Oi, what's up? That's how you say hi with an accent or something. What's up, my friend from another country or state? Yeah, I just did my rant. Um, this political channel talks about economics and politics. And oh, you know what? I could like try to work on some details with this lawyer shit with the Democrats. So the judges, we got to do a count, a national count. So we could get that info from the state boards because they register the lawyers in every state, and all the state attorneys, they are already registered with the DC districts or something like that. So we're gonna have to go to DC and pull that number and find all these, I guess, pedo supporting attorneys that voted for Trump. Um, Let me see. So they got civil rights issues coming at them because they're bank robbers. They canceled the policies from the gay community because of the church and their conservative views, and that's an act of bank robbery. So on top of that, they might not even get out of jail once we prosecute them. So we got an emergency, a real one, coastal evacuations, and we got civil rights violations. Um, Something about international something. I got, I had something to say about bitch boy Marcus Rogers. Oh, I got to rewatch his video because the thing that's on his video, he said some weird shit. So his sermons look weird now. He seems like he's struggling, and he's not. He's confident, but he has doubt in his soul, which means Satan infected his soul. So that means he can't walk on water because he got doubt. So when Jesus come back and take him to the ocean or some shit, yeah, he ain't gonna be able to walk on water. So that's bitch boy Marcus Rogers. Uh, International. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. There's something that needs to be done and said. Uh, oh, there you go. So we're gonna use Florida as the like example, prime example for all the countries on how we're gonna handle the coastal evacuations. And once all the countries see this, all the countries are gonna start to participate. So that's the additional info on coastal evacuations for Florida. And I'm gonna go back to bitch boy Marcus Rogers. He sounds too goddamn confident in his his mission or whatever he's doing. What the fuck is he? He's a pastor. He's a criminal pastor. He's about to go to jail, but he's bragging. There you go. He's talking so much shit at the devil, right? And he's mocking the devil, and he thinks that his church isn't gonna get taken down because he's been doing that shit for 3 years after everybody been warning him that his church is going to go out of business. So he's going to get shut down. But some criminal investigations with the FBI, that shit takes 3 to 4 years, maybe 5, depending on how bad it is. So he didn't really get away. But somehow Jesus is tricking him, trying to whisper to him that he got away. So I don't know why Jesus is doing that to him. Like the words that he's saying, it's like he's very motivational speeches on how to go to jail. I never seen that before. Motivational speeches on how to go to jail. Like that's like bipolar weirdness because like nobody's like motivated to give up their lifestyle just to go to jail. And he's like he doesn't care. He's literally saying that shit in the sermons like I will die for Jesus. I will go to jail for Jesus. So and he doesn't want to bow down. That's what he uses a lot. So he's a doofus trooper. That's what I call them. Gospel garbage doofus troopers. And they don't. He's been talking for years, man. I've been watching that idiot for years. Probably almost 10 years, right? So we in 2025. Yeah. I think I found him in 2017. In 2 years, it's almost 10 years. And I've been watching that doofus. I watched like damn near all his sermons. Yo, what's up? So I watched almost all his sermons. And it's like, I'm still fucking confused on what he says or what he's talking about. Like, I have no idea. Every single sermon, I'm like, what the hell is he talking about? And he's always like quoting the Bible. Jesus said this. Jesus told me that. And in the Bible, it doesn't say Marcus Rogers should do all these things, right? Because his name ain't in that shit. So the next thing is everything that's going on in his head. So whatever Jesus is saying to him, Jesus needs to like shut the fuck up and like stop talking to Marcus Rogers because the things that's about to go down, Marcus Rogers, he's not gonna be that tough guy pastor. So he's gonna go to jail for a long time. Well, for the rest of his life, actually. But I'm thinking, if he keeps talking this fire gospel, maybe the death penalty for Marcus Rogers is like to slowly burn to death. Like, that could be a death penalty because the survivors, right? When we evacuate people, right, from Florida, nice areas, they're gonna end up in places like this. Looks just like this. Barely got anything, right? Nothing. No sewage, no nothing. So we gotta like orchestrate that shit. And it doesn't have heat. So people's kids are gonna end up with like frostbite and all kinds of stuff. And that's tormenting and evil, wicked, and cruel. So we need some kind of like gratification or satisfaction based on what he did to us by obstructing us and like harassing us with that gospel garbage horse shit. So we need to be able to sit back and enjoy the prosecution, not the persecution, the prosecution and his death penalty. And we need some popcorn and soda to basically feel balanced within our soul because no matter what, like the amount of work that he did to like fuck us over because we're Democrats, it's like these people got to go through misery for the rest of their life. Like from age 1 to 80, right? And this dumb fuck is like 40 years old, right? So it's like, how much misery can we use with the justice system to like make it fair, you know? So I say he got to go through the winters without heat because that's what I've been through, and it's a fucked up feeling. I didn't have heat. Well, I didn't have adequate heat for like 4 or 5 years. This is probably my fifth winter. So he got to go through that shit, and then at his death sentence, we're gonna do that to him. But the other, um, the other spiritual people, Rising Phoenix Aurora, right? She's one of these Trump supporters. We need to basically put her death sentence with like a wild animal, like a lion, tiger, or a bear, right? So we put her in an arena, right? Because she got superpowers. She's been selling some bullshit superpowers to people for years. She's raising money. She's selling this shit for like $1,200, yo. She's making mad money, yo. And it's like she obstructed the people and she attacked the government. And we have things to do. We got to rescue everybody on the planet because the ice caps melt. That's all the countries. So I want her death penalty to be in a cage with either a lion, tiger, or a bear. And we got to see if the aliens that she's talking to is going to come rescue her or give her superpowers to defeat these animals. So she's very spiritual. She's very into the wildlife. So I think that would be fair and entertaining, and it will bring some kind of like justice to our soul. So that's my rant. Um, I've been on here 21 minutes. Damn. Uh, yeah. So that's what I got to say. Um, any questions, comments, insults, concerns? I got two people up in here because I'm about to roll out. I'm gonna go eat me some chicken, and I'm gonna do some research. So I'm gonna give it like 10 more seconds. Nope. No questions, comments, concerns. All right, I gotta do research. So EJ Wiley got to go. Everybody be safe.